I am the Lord who speaks to you now. It is not by chance that you are hearing these words at this very moment. It is not a coincidence that your attention hath been drawn here. I am the one who arranged every detail for this encounter to happen. Before you even thought of searching for an answer, I had already written this moment in my eternal book. You did not come here by accident or out of distraction. You are here because I brought you. I reserved this time as a divine meeting between your heart and my voice. I am the one who formed you in your mother's womb, who knows every part of you, who has counted every hair on your head. I am the one who saw your days before they ever began. Nothing in your life has gone unnoticed by my eyes. Every joy, every sorrow, every silent tear hath been recorded in my presence. And now I come to tell you that this moment is not just any moment. It is a holy moment, a time set apart by heaven just for you. Do not see this video as something temporary. Do not treat it as just another message among many. This is not a human word. It is a supernatural encounter between your spirit and my voice. I am here, speaking directly to you. I chose this moment because I know the questions you've kept silent, the thoughts you never dared to speak, and the nights when your soul cried out for direction. I heard what others did not hear. I saw what no one else saw, and now I come to give you an answer. You asked for a sign. You sought a clear direction. You pleaded for me to show you the way. And here is the answer. Do not ignore what you are hearing. Do not tell yourself that this is just another piece of comfort, because in every word is a living seed that can change your future if you accept it with faith. Many have faced moments like this and let them pass by because they didn't recognize that it was my voice speaking. Do not make that same mistake. Acknowledge my presence because I am here. I know the burdens you have been carrying. I know the hidden burden you carry behind your smile. I see the internal struggles you face, battles no one else knows about. And I want you to understand, you didn't come here by accident. I interrupted your routine, adjusted your schedule, and moved unseen circumstances so you could be here, hearing this word. This moment was planned from eternity. I was waiting for you. I set this time. Listen now, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Let my voice go beyond your thoughts and reach deep into your soul. What I speak is not empty, it is life. My words are not just sounds, they are spirit and power. They have the ability to break chains, restore what was lost, and lift you up when you've fallen. I know you've searched in many places, trying to find meaning in things that leave you empty, but I am the source. I am the beginning and the end, and only in me will you find what you are truly searching for. I speak with authority. Do not think of this moment as small or insignificant. It is great in the spiritual realm. As you listen to my voice, angels are surrounding you. Heaven is watching how you respond. The invisible kingdom is recording your position. This is not just any meeting. It is a divine moment. I invite you to stay, to receive what I have prepared for you. I want you to understand something now. This is the start of your transformation. This is the announcement of a new chapter in your life. Don't overlook the importance of this moment. Your waiting was not wasted. I saw every night of pain, every thought that tried to tell you to give up. But I also saw the small spark that still burns inside you, no matter how faint. And I've come to fan that spark until it blazes brightly again. Do not let your heart go out. Do not be distracted, and do not look away. This is your meeting with me. This is your answer. Your life will never be the same if you accept this word. Many have searched for signs, but you have been chosen to hear my voice directly. This is the sign. This is the proof of my care for you. This is the moment that changes everything. That is why I ask you now to confirm your faith. Comment, I receive this message from God. Do not overlook the power of a simple act of faith. When you write these words sincerely, you are making a declaration before the unseen world, showing that you believe, and this declaration will not go unanswered. The spiritual world takes note of what you say, and your obedience in this small act opens bigger doors. I am with you, my beloved son, my beloved daughter. I have called you by name, and now I declare to you, this is only the beginning. Breathe deeply, for the heavens have opened before you. What you are hearing right now is not by chance. It is the fulfillment of a divine purpose. Keep your focus on me, for I have already begun the work that will change the direction of your life. I know your deepest secrets. I see the tears that fell when no one else was around. I hear the silent groans from your heart when you thought no one was listening. I know the nights filled with questions you couldn't answer when you felt alone, thinking I had kept silent. But I was never silent. I was always there, watching over you with love, waiting for the right time to speak clearly and directly to you. You thought my silence meant I was absent, but my silence was actually preparation. While it seemed like I wasn't paying attention, I was building your faith, growing you, and making you stronger for this very moment. Now you understand that it is not by chance that you are here. This moment was not an accident. It was carefully chosen in heaven. The word you are receiving now is not just any message. It is a divine act, an outpouring of love directed specifically at you. I saw you search for comfort in the voices of people, only to find no answers. You tried to fill the emptiness with things that were only temporary, but the emptiness only grew deeper. I saw you when the pain felt overwhelming, and yet you still looked up and asked for a sign. I saw your heart whispering in silence. I saw your body grow weary, and I saw your soul wanting to give up. And I want you to know, every single detail of your journey was recorded before me. Nothing escaped my notice. Every tear that fell quietly, every prayer you could not speak, every cry that went unheard by others. Now, I have come to break the silence. I have come to tell you that I will not forget any of your cries. I am the God who speaks, who reveals, and who transforms. As you listen to my voice, the spiritual world shifts in your favor. The chains that held you start to break. The doors that were shut begin to open, and the walls that limited you begin to fall. My voice is not like any human voice. My voice is like fire that consumes, like water that purifies, and like wind that brings renewal. Open your heart now. Do not let doubt take away this moment. I am planting seeds of life within you. If you receive them with faith, they will grow and bear fruit that will change the course of your life. This word holds the power to restore what you thought was lost, to lift you up when you've fallen, and to heal the wounds that still hurt. My spirit moves when I speak to you, reaching into places that you cannot reach, into parts of your heart you may have even hidden from yourself. I know how many times you felt unseen, as if no one noticed your pain, but I never took my eyes off you. Even when you tried to hide from everyone, my presence was always around you. I took care of you when you felt alone. I lifted you up when your strength was gone. I carried you when you couldn't take another step. Today, I am here to open your eyes and show you that I was never far away. I was always close. This is the moment I plan to break the silence. It's the hour when I reveal to you that you were never forgotten, never abandoned, that you were loved from the beginning, chosen before the world was even made. I never left you alone for a single day. And even when you couldn't see me, I was there. Even when you didn't understand, I was working. Even when you doubted, I remained faithful. So don't take these words lightly. They are life, they are spirit, and they are the answer you've been waiting for. This is my response. This is my voice. This is my call. If you hear it now, do not turn away. I have something new to do in your life. I have promises to fulfill, paths to open, and miracles to bring. Do not keep this moment to yourself. The voice that has broken the silence in your heart must also reach those who are desperately waiting for a word. Many are crying out for answers, and you can be the one to help bring this message to them. Share this video so others can hear this divine moment too. When you choose to share, you become part of my work. You open doors for others to find hope, for other lives to be healed, so that the same power that is touching your heart now can reach others. I am here. I am speaking to you. I confirm my presence. Accept this word as a flame that reignites your faith. Stay alert, because what you are hearing does not end here. This is just the beginning of a journey that will change the course of your life. Don't close your heart. Don't put out the flame I've just sparked within you. Keep listening, keep believing, because I still have much more to show you. I speak to you urgently because I know how many times you faced moments like this and let them pass by. Many have heard my voice in similar times, but they thought it was just a passing feeling, a regular video, just another message among many. By ignoring what I said, they missed the chance to experience the new thing I was preparing for them. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to pass through this moment without recognizing that it is God Himself speaking to you. Don't take this lightly. Don't accept it as just another piece of content. I am the source of these words. I am the one who created the heavens and the earth, and yet, I have chosen to set this time aside just for you. You cannot treat this as something unimportant because, in the spiritual world, this moment is huge, significant, and life-changing. My words don't return empty, and my promises never fail. Everything that comes from my mouth serves an eternal purpose. I know your mind tries to doubt. I know the enemy whispers that it's all just coincidence, that it's nothing but your imagination, but I assure you, it's real. It is my voice calling to you. It is my spirit touching your heart. Recognize the difference. Recognize the peace that surrounds you, even in the middle of your struggles. Feel the warmth in your chest because it's a sign that I am here with you. You asked for a sign, and this is it. You've been seeking confirmation, and this is the confirmation. You asked for an answer, and I came personally to give it to you. Do not doubt. Do not let your mind steal away what your heart already knows. Stay awake, for I have more to show you. This is just the start of a divine conversation that will change the direction of your life. I have already prepared blessings that you cannot see yet. I have already set things in motion that you don't fully understand. I have already moved unseen pieces to make the impossible a reality. But you must stay. Don't close your heart. Don't be distracted by other voices. Don't act before the right time. If you stay until the end, you will hear words that will revive your hope, restore your strength, and open your eyes to the work I am already doing. Many will look at moments like this and think, it's just another video. I can watch it later, or I can ignore it. But I tell you, This is your moment. What I have for you is not just another thing, it is something new. It is not a shadow, it is the real thing. It is not just an idea, it is a real intervention. If you ignore it, you may miss out on something valuable that can only be unlocked now. So don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll listen tomorrow. Don't convince yourself that you can put it off. This is the moment. This is the opportunity that heaven has set for you. I want to plant in you a seed that will change lives, break old patterns, and impact future generations. This seed is already being planted, but it will only grow if you accept it with faith and stay committed until the end. I know your life has been filled with long waits, disappointments, and promises that seemed empty, but now you are stepping into a new season. What felt stuck will begin to move, what was shut will begin to open, and what seemed lost will be restored. But for all of this to come true, you must believe and remain. I invite you to stay because this is where your faith will be renewed. This is the place where your heart will be healed. This is where your vision will expand. If you do not give up, you will see that every word you speak is part of a bigger plan. Heaven watches how you respond, and the angels record your actions. Every second you stay focused opens the door for more revelation to be released to you. Don't let anything pull your attention away. Don't let outside voices distract you. Don't turn away from this sacred moment. I am here. I am speaking to you. I chose this moment because I know how much you needed to hear my voice. And now that you've received it, don't let anything quiet it. If you accept these words with faith, confirm your heart before me. Like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can keep receiving words that bring power. This simple action is more than just an outward gesture. It is a statement that you want to stay in my presence, that you value my voice, and that you know this is a holy encounter. Stay with me until the end. There are still secrets I need to reveal. There are promises I still need to fulfill. I have miracles to release into your life. Don't walk away, don't give up, because what I've started in you now is just the beginning of something extraordinary. I know the burden you've been carrying. I know the hidden weight you've tried to hide behind a smile. I know the battles you fought in silence, the thoughts that filled your heart when no one saw, and the tears that fell in the darkness when no one noticed. I've seen every moment when you were exhausted, not just physically, but spiritually as well. I know how hard you fought to keep going, even when everything inside you screamed to quit. I was there when you wondered why certain things were happening to you. I heard the silent screams, the ones without words, when your heart was heavy and your eyes filled with pain. I understand the emptiness you felt, the questions that went unanswered, the doors that stayed closed. No part of your life has escaped my attention, not the wounds that still hurt, not the scars you carry in your heart, and not the dreams you thought had been lost along the way. I know the doubts that try to steal your faith, the thoughts of confusion that attack your mind. I know when you compare yourself to others and feel like you've fallen behind. I know when you believe you're invisible, that no one cares, and that your struggles don't matter. But I want to tell you now, I have never forgotten you. I have always been with you, even when you did realize it. The weight you carry is not unknown to me. I feel your pain. I hear your cries. I know what you've suffered in silence, the things you couldn't bring yourself to say to anyone. I've been there in every moment of loneliness, in every second of despair, in every night you thought you couldn't take it anymore. I didn't just see you, I held you up. Even when you felt abandoned, I never left your side. When you could no longer walk, I was the one carrying you. when your heart felt like it was going to give up, I breathed life back into you, giving you the strength to keep moving forward. When the weight of life seemed too much to bear, I was there, lifting you in silence, even though you didn't realize it. You've tried so hard to be strong. You've held back your tears so others wouldn't worry. You smiled when your heart was breaking inside. You said everything was fine, even when you could barely breathe. I saw every moment when you hid your pain, and now I am here to tell you that you no longer need to keep anything hidden from me. I am the one who truly understands you. I am the one who sees beyond the surface. I am the one who knows the deepest truth of your heart. Do not mistake your silence for my absence. Every prayer you whispered was heard. Every sigh you let out reached my throne. Every longing you kept in your soul was etched into my heart. Now I come to show you that no tear you shed was wasted, no moment of sorrow was in vain, and no cry of yours was ignored. I heard you, I saw you, and I shared in your pain. This meeting is not by accident. This is the moment I prepared to give you an answer. This is the moment I open the heavens over you and say, I know you. I know your struggles. I know your questions. I know your fears, your weaknesses. But I also know your sincere heart, your faith even when it feels weak, your hope even when it's almost gone. I have come to light that hope again, to remind you that you are not alone, to reassure you that I am still your God. I do not condemn you for your doubts. I do not reject you because of your mistakes, and I do not abandon you because of your failures. Instead, I embrace you in your fragility. I hold you in your weakness, and I lift you when you fall. I did not come to judge you. I came to restore you. I did not come to ask for a strength you don't have. I came to be your strength. I did not come to demand perfection. I came to be your peace. Now listen closely, because this is the start of a new chapter. This is the moment when the weight you've been carrying begins to lift. This is the moment when I replace your heavy burden with my easy yoke. I am here to bring rest to your soul, to give peace to your heart, and to restore what you thought was broken beyond repair. Do not believe that your days of pain were for nothing. Each one of them brought you closer to this moment. Every night of tears paved the way for this revelation. Every desert you walked through led you to this source of living water. Now I tell you, this encounter is the answer you've been longing for. This is the sign you quietly asked for. This is the proof of my faithful love for you. Stay with me, for I am not finished speaking. I still have more to reveal, more to give. I began by acknowledging your burden because I want you to know that I truly understand you. But what comes next is even greater. It is the promise of transformation, the assurance that nothing you have faced will be in vain. I will use every tear, every struggle, every scar to lead you toward the purpose I have always planned for you. I speak to you with the urgency of heaven. The time that your eyes cannot yet see has already started. There is an invisible clock marking this moment, and I am the one who set it in motion. This is a spiritual window that has opened before you, but it will not stay open forever. I am patient, I am merciful, but I am also a God of times and seasons. Every season has a beginning and an end, and this is the season of your answer. Do not wait to receive what you must take now. Many think that there will always be another chance, that they can wait for another opportunity, that they can come back later. But I tell you, this moment has been specially prepared for you, and if you let it pass, you will miss something that will never come back in the same way. I have opened the heavens for you now. I have changed the circumstances for you now. I have released promises for you now. This is your appointed time. Do not take it lightly, for it is sacred and has a purpose. The enemy knows he cannot stop what I have decreed, but he tries to steal your focus. He works relentlessly to fill you with distractions, to keep you caught up in the urgent, pulling you away from the eternal. He whispers doubts in your ear, trying to convince you that this is just emotion, just imagination, just words from man. But I tell you, this is not the product of your mind. It is a revelation from my throne. Do not let external voices drown out my voice. I know how heavy the weight of fatigue has been. I know how anxiety tries to overwhelm you. I know how your thoughts have been running nonstop. But now is the time to quiet all of that and hear only my voice. I brought you here. I interrupted your routine. I prepared this moment for you. You may think it was by chance, but it wasn't. It was by design. I moved heaven and earth to bring you here. Do not treat this moment as ordinary. Do not take it for granted as if it were just another day. This opportunity is like an open door in the middle of the desert. It is like a spring in a dry land. It is like a light shining in the darkness. If you do not seize it now, you will miss the chance to drink from the water I have poured out for you. I want you to understand, I am not speaking to bring fear, but to give you the discernment you need. Many miss out on what I have prepared simply because they do not recognize the time of visitation. Today I visit you, today I speak to you, and today I call you. Do not wait, do not say tomorrow. Tomorrow does not belong to you. But this moment is right in front of you. In the spiritual world, every choice you make holds eternal significance. What you decide to do now will shape the days ahead, the seasons to come, and the paths your life will take. This moment is a key that opens new doors for you. This word is a seed that must be received with faith. If you ignore it, you will miss the fruit, but if you embrace it, you will reap more than you ever asked for, more than you ever imagined. The enemy wants you to doubt. He wants you to believe that nothing is happening, and he wants you to think this is just a passing feeling. But I tell you, as you listen, heaven is moving. As you receive, angels are positioning themselves around you. As you remain focused, my spirit is touching areas of your life that have been dormant. An alignment is happening in areas your eyes cannot see. This is the sign that the moment has arrived. I speak firmly because I do not want you to miss what I have prepared for you. I have seen many let slip away what was meant for them. I have seen hardened hearts waste precious opportunities. But that will not happen to you. I insist, I repeat, I confirm. This is your moment. The window is open, but it will not stay open forever. Receive now, act now, respond now. Show your faith. Declare to the unseen world that you believe this word is for you. Write 777 as a sign of your faith and spiritual activation. Do not underestimate the power of this act. Every act of obedience echoes in the spiritual world. When you write with sincerity, you declare that you will not let this opportunity slip by, that you are aligned with what heaven has released. And this declaration opens doors that were once closed, removes obstacles that seemed impossible, and brings forth the provision that has already been set aside for you. Stay alert. Do not let yourself be distracted. Time is short, but what I have to give you is eternal. Take hold of this moment as if you have found a great treasure. Keep it close, like someone who has just received a precious inheritance. Honor yourself by understanding that you have been chosen for this. For this is your moment, and heaven has already marked this day as the day of your answer. I speak to you now to declare the promise of my provision. Many believe that what I offer is just symbolic, a passing inspiration, or a fleeting comfort. But I tell you, what I prepare for you is real, tangible, and life-changing. I am the God who makes a path through the desert, who brings water from the rock, and who turns the little you have into more than enough. In the same way, I can meet your material needs, bring stability to your finances, and open doors of opportunity that don't depend on your strength. But my provision is not just about material things. My provision reaches far beyond what your eyes can see or your hands can touch. I come to bring peace that goes beyond understanding, peace that cannot be bought, peace that the world cannot offer. I come to pour out wisdom from above, the wisdom that will guide your decisions, show you new paths, and give you discernment where there was only confusion before. I come to strengthen you from the inside, so that when everything around you seems to fall apart, you will remain standing. Don't think my promises are limited to just earthly things. They cover the spiritual, emotional, physical, and material. I am a complete God, and my provision is just as complete. Where there is emptiness, I will bring fullness. Where there is lack, I will bring abundance. Where there is darkness, I bring light. I do not come to offer temporary relief, but to bring true and lasting transformation. This is the start of a new chapter in your life. What seems stuck will begin to move. What was shut will begin to open. What appeared impossible will soon be within reach. Not because you've done it with your own strength, but because I, the Lord, have decided to step in and act on your behalf. This is the moment when my promises become a reality right in front of you. I know how long you've waited. I know every night you prayed without seeing results. I know how many times you felt the answer would never come. But now I am here to tell you your waiting was not wasted. I have been preparing the way, aligning the circumstances, working behind the scenes. Now is the time for everything to be revealed. Heaven has moved, and my provision is already being released. But you must receive it with faith. Faith is not just a vague hope. It is complete trust in my word. Faith is the link that connects what is invisible with what is visible. Through faith, chains are broken, doors open, and miracles happen. That's why I tell you, do not doubt. Do not let your mind try to explain or deny what I am doing. Receive with faith, because it is faith that activates the provision I've already set aside for you. I am pouring out something on you that will not only sustain you, but also those around you, those connected to your life. I speak to you now with a message that is not just a passing thought or temporary feeling. It is my voice reaching deep into your soul. I am the Lord, the one who rules over all things, the Almighty who holds the very fabric of time in my hands. While many believe that life goes on as it always has, I am telling you that heaven has already set something new into motion. The divine clock never stops. It moves steadily towards fulfilling the plans I set for you even before you were born. You may look around and see nothing different, but in the spiritual realm, everything is being arranged. What seems like silence is actually preparation, and what appears as delay is just part of the plan. I do not act on impulse, nor do I forget my promises. If I have said I will do something, I will. The time has come for the countdown to begin. I am not speaking of distant years or uncertain months. I am speaking of moments, sacred moments that are quickly approaching like a wave you can't stop. I know you've often wondered if you truly heard my voice or if it was simply the echo of your own hope. Today, I want to make it clear that it is my voice calling to your heart. Do not ignore this call or snuff out the light I am bringing into you. There is a movement happening right now, invisible to your eyes, but real before my throne. This countdown is not just a symbol, it is real. Every second that passes brings you closer to the moment when the key will turn. When it does, a door will open for you and no one will be able to shut it. You may think you've waited too long, that nothing will change, but I assure you, the clock has already begun to move, and your time is near. The enemy tried to deceive you into thinking you missed your chance, that it's too late. But I am the Lord of time, and in my hands, nothing is lost. Every prayer you've prayed, every tear you've cried, every step of faith you've taken has been recorded. Don't think for a moment that your efforts have been in vain. I saw the nights you went to bed exhausted but still whispered your trust in me. I saw the days when you wanted to give up, but you chose to keep your head high and press forward. Every moment you've lived has been a step toward the fulfillment of my promise for you. Now, I want you to know that the work is nearly finished. The building is almost complete, and when the time I have already set arrives, nothing and no one will be able to stop the outpouring of my glory in your life. This is not a message meant to make you fearful, but to wake you up. Don't let yourself fall asleep at the most important moment. Many people lose focus as they near the end, distracted by small things, and they miss what I have been preparing for them. I don't want you to be one of them. Stay alert, keep your ears open, and your heart ready. This prophetic moment will not come again. It is a special time that I have designed just for you. I am the same God who parted the Red Sea for Moses, who fed Elijah with bread from heaven, and who raised David from the fields to the throne. I am the same God who is now speaking to you. If I have done these things in the past, I will do them again because I am faithful. Do not allow doubt to steal this moment from you. Don't let weariness stop you from seeing what is right in front of you. Take a deep breath and listen closely. This is the moment to tell you that your waiting has not been in vain. The countdown has already started, and the promise is nearer than you think. If you believe, type "I receive this prophetic time." I am speaking to you because I know you needed this confirmation. It is no accident that you are hearing these words now. Heaven is confirming that your season is changing. You are not just watching from the sidelines. You are part of what I am doing. Your life will be a living proof that I am never late. When I decide to act, no force can stand in my way. What I am preparing for you is greater than anything you can see or understand right now. That is why I urge you to trust and stay awake, because the divine clock is already counting down to your victory. I speak to you now because I understand how long you've waited. I know the pain of those years that felt endless, when you prayed and received no answer, when you worked hard but saw no results. Many before you have reached this point, just on the edge of their breakthrough, only to give up because they were tired. Some got distracted by small things, allowing doubt to drown out my voice, and in doing so, they missed what was already waiting for them. I don't want that to happen to you. This moment is more sacred than you realize. It's not just another day, it is a moment ordained by heaven, set aside specifically for you. It is the moment when fullness comes, and that is why the enemy is fighting so hard to pull your attention away. He knows you are just one step away from something amazing. This has always been the plan. Many stumble at the finish line, not because they are weak, but because they fail to understand the significance of the time they are living in. I tell you now, open the eyes of your heart, awaken your spirit, and don't ignore the urgency of this time. You may think you are just one person among many, but you are not. I called you by name. I saw your tears when you were alone, when you couldn't speak, and only deep sighs came from your soul. I was there in every moment of silence, in every lonely night. Not one tear went unnoticed, not one prayer was forgotten. Everyone was gathered before my throne. I did not bring you this far just to have you fall short of the promise. Many have given up right at the moment when their breakthrough was about to happen. But I am telling you now, you will not miss it. It's like someone who plants, nurtures, and cares for the land, only to walk away from the ripe fruit out of fear or discouragement. I do not want you to give up on what you've worked so hard for, the things you've nurtured with such sacrifice. I don't want your harvest to remain in the field, lost and untouched. I do not want the answer that is already coming to slip through your hands. That is why I am speaking to you firmly now. Do not give up. You are not here by accident. I did not choose you by chance or coincidence. I chose you because I saw in you a faith that, though weak at times, still holds on. It is not by your strength, but by mine. It is not because you deserve it, but because I love you. I don't want your story to end in frustration. I want it to end in fullness. I do not want you to be remembered as someone who almost made it, but as someone who stepped into the promised place. The struggle you faced over these years has not been for nothing. The weight, the pressure, the voices that tried to discourage you, these all came because you were so close to your breakthrough. The closer you get, the harder the distractions come. I am telling you, do not give up. This is not the time to look around and question everything. Now is the time to focus on me. Stay where I placed you. The place that seems small and unimportant is actually the very ground of your victory. Do not walk away from the altar. Do not let the flame of your faith go out. When everything within you tells you it's not worth it, remember that it is right here where many have given up, and I don't want you to be one of them. That's why I speak to you with love and authority. Wake up. Don't let discouragement take away what is rightfully yours. Don't let impatience or fear make you abandon the things I've placed in you. Do not ignore this call, because it may be the last one before the promise is fulfilled. I am faithful. What I promised you is right in front of you. What I placed in your heart was never just a dream, it was a prophecy. Don't look down on the seeds you've planted with your tears, because they are already beginning to grow. The field is ready, and the harvest is waiting. I only ask that you do not turn away from me now. Don't think that just because things seem delayed, I've forgotten you. Don't confuse silence with being absent. I have always been with you, even when you couldn't feel it. I was the support that kept your heart from breaking. I was the hand that caught you when you almost fell. Now, I am the voice calling you to keep going, to hold on until the end. This is not the time to give up. It is the time to stay and endure. It is not the time to walk away. It is the time to come closer. I know you're tired, but I am your strength. I know your feelings are shaken, but my word remains unchanging. Trust in me, because the moment I promised you is just ahead. Share this message with others, so they too can awaken and not miss what heaven has already prepared for them. I speak to you so you understand. You are not just watching from the sidelines. You are part of something that has already started. The divine clock is ticking, and every moment brings you closer to the key that will open the next chapter of your life. Stay strong, because everything you've waited for is already on its way. I speak again so there's no doubt in your heart. The promise I made to you is not far off. It's right in front of you. What you planted in tears, watered with silent prayers, and cared for even when no one noticed, now the time has come for your harvest. Your waiting was not for nothing. It was the ground where your fruit has ripened. And now, I come to confirm to you that this fruit will not be lost. Look with faith, and you will see that the field that once seemed empty is now ready to yield. The enemy tried to convince you that it was all over, but the seeds never died. They were hidden, quietly growing, waiting for the perfect time. And that time is now. Do not let discouragement take away what is already ready. Do not leave the field when everything is finally in bloom. It would be like working hard through the heat and the rain, guarding the crop, and then, when the fruits are right, turning away. I don't want that to happen to you. I tell you, what I have prepared for you is bigger than you can imagine. It won't be something small. It won't be just another chapter in your life. It will be a turning point, a moment that changes everything. It will be something that marks your history. Many will look and say, "The Lord was truly with you." Those who doubted, those who mocked your faith, those who thought you were wasting your time, they will see with their own eyes the fulfillment of my promise. What I open, no one can shut. What I bless will be blessed, no matter what others say. It is not the opinion of people that decides what happens to you. It is my word that lasts forever. I am the God who calls what is not yet here into existence. I am the one who turns the impossible into a testimony. I am the one who never fails. I understand the weight of the weight that has worn you down. I know there were many times when you thought about giving up, but I also know that despite all of it, you chose to stay strong. I saw every time you decided to trust, even when nothing seemed to change. I saw every time you believed, even when the silence was loud. And that's why today I can confirm, your faith was not wasted. I've fulfilled. Listen closely. What is coming is so amazing that even you will find it hard to believe. It won't be the result of your own strength or ability. It will be the display of my glory. I am doing this so you know it didn't come from you, but from me. And when it happens, there will be no doubt. Everyone will see that I, the Lord, have been with you. Do not give up now. Don't let your emotions lead you astray. This is not the time to quit. This is the time to move forward with boldness and assurance. I did not bring you this far only for the door to remain closed in front of you. I brought you here to open it, and no one can shut it because I myself have opened it. Do not think the promise is gone. It has been kept safe, sealed with my protection. The waiting period wasn't a delay. It was a time of preparation. I was shaping your heart, strengthening your faith, and aligning your path. And now, when the promise comes, you will be ready to walk into it. Lift your head and fill your heart with hope, because I tell you, this is the time of confirmation. Everything that seemed so far away is much closer than you realize. The divine clock is still ticking, and with every passing second, you are getting closer to the fulfillment. Like and subscribe because I will continue speaking to you, and I don't want you to miss anything I still have to show you. I am the God who keeps His promises, and I will not let you end in defeat. The end won't bring shame but honor. Your name won't be remembered for how long you waited, but for the greatness that is coming. Your story won't be remembered for the silence, but for the powerful manifestation of my word. I tell you, what I am about to do will be a sign for you and everyone around you. It won't be just a small thing. It will be an undeniable turning point. Stand firm, because you are one step closer to the extraordinary. And when everything has been fulfilled, you will look back and realize that every tear was worth it, every prayer was heard, and every second of waiting was meaningful. I am the Lord, and my word is being fulfilled in you right now. I saw every tear that fell in the quiet of your room when no one else was there to understand the weight you carry. I heard every prayer that wasn't spoken aloud, but came from the deep groans of your soul. You thought I was far away, that heaven was silent. But I tell you, every tear you shed was gathered, every whisper of yours was recorded before my throne. Nothing was lost, nothing was ignored. How many times have you felt all alone, believing that no one truly understood your pain? You looked around and saw no one who could share the burden in your heart. Your spirit broke, and you were too weak to speak. But I was there, watching over you, holding you up when the weight almost crushed you. I did not let you be destroyed because my love surrounded you, even when you didn't feel it. I know how many times you hid your face so no one could see you cry. You pretended to be okay, you smiled, but inside, you were hurting. You didn't want to worry anyone, you didn't want to show your weakness, but I saw it all. I saw your heart ache so deeply that I thought you couldn't bear it anymore. And it was my hand that kept you from falling apart. How many times did you seek answers but find none? You tried to understand why the trials never seemed to end, and the silence was louder than any explanation. But that silence was not rejection. It was my way of showing my love. I was shaping your life in the midst of what you couldn't understand. I formed you through your tears. I molded you in hidden sorrow, and I prepared you with every prayer that you felt you couldn't speak. You thought I had forgotten you, but I never did. I even know the times when you thought your faith was worthless, when praying felt like it was all in vain, and when you believed no one was listening. But I tell you, every single prayer, even when it seemed to fall into nothingness, reached me. You didn't see it, but I was working behind the scenes, aligning everything, preparing the way, and making room for what was about to come. I didn't call you to experience defeat. I didn't choose you to be humiliated and left alone. I didn't allow you to go through pain to break you, but to make you stronger. I am the God who turns groans into songs, tears into testimonies, and weakness into strength. Every time you felt pressure in your chest and thought you couldn't keep going, it was my hand that held you. And I tell you, no tear was wasted, no prayer was lost, no pain was without meaning. I was there when you ran out of words and all you had were sighs and silence. I was there when you closed your eyes, thinking no one saw you. I was there when you thought it was all over, and it was I who kept you standing, even when you believed deep down that you wouldn't make it. I saw every night you couldn't sleep, every morning you woke up feeling exhausted, but still chose to trust in me. I know how hard you tried to keep believing, even when everything seemed against you. You thought your faith was too small, but I tell you, even your trembling faith was precious to me. I don't look for perfection in people. I look for hearts that surrender. And your heart, though tired, chose to stay with me. Don't undervalue your tears. They were not signs of weakness, but seeds that watered my promise. Don't underestimate your silent prayers. They were declarations of faith that reached me like a sweet fragrance. Don't think your hidden weeping was unnoticed. It became intercession before heaven. I am your Father, and as a father, I saw every little detail. I was there in every breath you took, in every beat of your heart, in every moment when you thought you couldn't keep going. Nothing went unnoticed. You were never alone, even though everything inside you may have said otherwise. I was always by your side, holding you through your pain. Now, I speak to you so that you know every tear, every prayer, every quiet cry was not in vain. They became a part of your journey, your story, and the work I've been doing in you. I used every tear to nourish the seeds I planted in your life. I used every prayer as the strength that helped you keep going. I used every sigh as a cry that reached heaven on your behalf. I never left you in the valley, never abandoned you in the darkness. I did not turn away from your pain. I was with you every step, and now I tell you, the time for tears is over because the harvest I promised is almost here. What seemed forgotten is being remembered before you. What seemed lost will be restored. What seemed dead will come to life. For I am the Lord who turns sorrow into joy, mourning into celebration, emptiness into abundance. I am the one who rules over all, and nothing you have gone through has escaped my notice. I have seen the times you were rejected. I have heard every harsh word spoken against you. I was there when they mocked your faith and tried to push you down. I have witnessed the moments when you gave your best and no one seemed to see it. I know the days when you reached out for help and received nothing in return. Nothing was missed by me. Every single detail of your life has been recorded before me. How many times did you choose the right thing when you could have done wrong? How many times did you forgive in silence, even when you felt you deserved justice? How many times did you stand firm when everything seemed to push you to give up? Those actions that no one else noticed, I saw them all. Those decisions that no one valued, I valued them. And now I tell you, the time has come for my justice to be revealed in your life. Do not think of my justice as the revenge of people. I do not simply give back what was taken, but I transform and honor. What was stolen from you will be restored and multiplied. What was used to shame you will become a source of your honor. What seemed like it ended in disgrace will now become a sign of my glory in your life. I am not just a God who restores what was lost. I am a God who overflows, who makes the dry land bloom, who turns barrenness into a beautiful garden. I know that many times you thought your faithfulness didn't matter, that living with integrity was pointless, and that choosing the right way only left you behind. But I tell you, no act of faithfulness hath been left unrecognized. Every time you chose to trust, every time you kept your heart pure, I saw it. And this record is not meaningless. It is a testimony before heaven that you remained faithful, even when everything seemed against you. Now, I stand as both your advocate and your judge. You will not need to defend yourself. There will be no need for you to speak. I will be your voice. I will lift your head in front of those who despised you, not to shame you, but to reveal my glory in your life. Those who didn't believe will see. Those who mocked will testify. Those who ignored you will realize that I have always been with you. My justice is not late. It comes at the right time, and the time has arrived. I have brought you out of obscurity to give you honor. I will turn the scorn into a powerful testimony. I will make your name a symbol of my faithfulness. This is not for you to boast, but so that everyone will know that I am God and that I care deeply for my beloved ones. That is why I say to you, lift your eyes, for I have already spoken in your favor. Your pain will not be the end of your story. Your faithfulness will never be forgotten. Your silence in the face of injustice will now become a voice of triumph. I am just, and because I am just, I will not allow you to carry the weight of the past any longer. I will lift you up. I will restore you, and I will give you honor. I will bring you into the light, not to shame you, but to show that I am the God who heals, restores, and multiplies. Those who saw you weep will see you rejoice. Those who saw you in despair will witness your rise. Those who thought it was over will see the new beginning I have already set in motion. And to prove to you that this is real, I leave this spiritual mark, Nothing you endured hath been forgotten. I saw it all, I recorded it, and now I am moving to act. My justice never fails, and I will not let you live as if you were forgotten. I have called you to walk with your head held high, not in shame but in honor. Write 777 in the comments as a sign that you believe my justice has already begun to work in your life. I confirm it myself. The time has come. The time of hidden tears has now given way to the time of public celebration. What you suffered in silence will now be your reason to rejoice. Heaven has already shown you favor, and nothing can stop what I have set in motion. I am the Lord, and I am just. I speak to you so you understand that the justice I have prepared for your life will not come through arguments or human disputes, but through the evidence of my actions. You will not need to defend yourself with words because your life will be the proof. Many doubted you, many laughed, and many walked away, thinking your persistence meant nothing. But I say to you, each one will see with their own eyes what I am about to do. The vindication I bring will not come through arguments, but through results. I am the God who gives a voice where there was silence, who turns rejection into honor, who makes what was forgotten a shining light. The time of your hiddenness was not a time of abandonment. It was a time of preparation. Now the time has come for you to be seen, not to promote yourself, but because my hand is lifting you before those who once doubted. I know how many times you've been hurt, overlooked, and misunderstood. I know you've endured cruel looks, words that put you down, and actions that wounded your soul. You could have defended yourself. You could have raised your voice in your own defense, but you chose to remain silent. And that silence was stronger than any shout because it became a testimony before me. Now I will use that silence to lift you up. You won't need to accuse anyone or fight for recognition. What I will do in your life will be so clear, so undeniable, that no one will be able to deny it. The glory I am about to pour out on you will speak louder than any words. Even those who turned their backs on you will return to witness what I have done. Just like a seed that's buried in dry ground and seems forgotten, but comes to life when the rain falls, so it is with you. Many thought your dreams were dead, your prayers lost, and the promises forgotten. But I tell them, they were not dead. They were only waiting for the rain from heaven. And that rain has already begun to fall. What seemed buried will rise, what seemed finished will bloom, and what seemed forgotten will become a testimony. Do not fear, for you won't need to fight to prove you are right. You won't need to seek human recognition. I will reveal my work in you. Your life will be an open letter, not written with words, but with a clear transformation. What I have prepared for you cannot be denied, for it does not depend on the opinions of others, but on my eternal will. I know you faced ridicule. I know they told you that you were wrong, that trusting in me was a waste of time. I know that many turned their backs on you and left you alone on the journey of faith, but I have been with you every step of the way. Now, when I make your life a testimony, those who once mocked you will see that I am God. They will say, truly, the Lord was with him. Truly, the promise was real. Truly, his faith was not in vain. That is why I speak to you strongly. Do not seek to defend yourself, for I am your defense. Do not seek recognition, for I am the one who will recognize you. Do not seek confrontation, for I will confront on your behalf. Just remain faithful, and you will witness my hand opening doors that no one can shut. This is the moment when your story will speak louder than your words. The moment when the change in your life will be so clear that no one will need to explain it. The moment when I will lift you up to show my faithfulness. What once seemed forgotten will become a sign, and what seemed insignificant will become great. I am the one who multiplies, who honors, and who turns pain into honor.